Hello everybody and welcome to the Extra Point. I'm the Relentless Rebel. This is episode 17 of this program, and this is sort of a bonus episode because though week number 3 in the NFL has yet to conclude, it will conclude tonight, Monday Night Football, Green Bay and Chicago. I'll have a full recap in my next episode. But this episode is dedicated to the statistical history that has been made yesterday in yesterday's games, and with the help of the Elias Sports Bureau and ESPN.com, I'm going to give you some of those tidbits and some of the history that was made yesterday. And we'll start in Seattle, where the Seattle Seahawks have been around since 1976. Leon Washington just got there about 3 weeks ago, and already he's made franchise history. He is the Seattle Seahawks all-time leader in kickoff returns for touchdowns. He had 2 yesterday against the San Diego Chargers. One of 101 yards, and the second one went for 99. And as a franchise, Seattle, since 1976, Seattle has returned 8 kickoffs for touchdowns. 8 different players recorded that feat. And Leon Washington is also the all-time leader in kickoff returns for the touchdowns. When he was with the Jets, he's got 4 of them. Now, he is also the 10th player in the history of the NFL to have 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. It happened twice last season when Ted Ginn Jr. and Joshua Cribbs both did it. And Leon Washington is tied with Joshua Cribbs for the most kickoff returns over a span since 2007. That's the most in the NFL over that span. He's got 6. Now, as for the San Diego Chargers, under Norv Turner, the Chargers have fallen to 6-8. And after the month of September, Norv Turner coached football teams in San Diego are 27-10. In Jacksonville, Michael Vick threw 3 touchdown passes and ran for another in Philadelphia's win. It's the first time in Michael Vick's career that he's thrown 3 touchdowns and run for another in the same game. How about that one? 2 of Michael Vick's best games in terms of passing yards have now come in the last 2 weeks. His best, though, came in 2002 against the Detroit Lions, where he threw for 337 yards. It's also the first time that Vick has had 2 touchdown passes of at least 40 yards in a game. He went 61 yards to Deshaun Jackson and 45 yards to Jeremy Maclin. And it's the first time he's thrown for at least 250 yards in back-to-back games. Peyton Manning, in the game yesterday, has now, with his 3 touchdown passes and no interceptions in yesterday's win over the Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning is the first player in NFL history to throw 3 or more touchdown passes without an interception in each of his team's first 3 games of a season. First time in NFL history that has happened. In the same game, Austin Collie had a touchdown reception. Had 1 touchdown reception. He's had a touchdown reception in each of Indianapolis's first 3 games. The only other players to do that in franchise history are Marvin Harrison in 1999 and Lenny Moore in 1961. And in that same game, with the with Kyle Orton going 37-57, and then going back to the Seattle-San Diego game, Phillip Rivers went 29-53. Each of those players, with each of those players having thrown 50 passes, there's now been 7 instances where a quarterback has thrown the ball at least 50 times. And it doesn't have I don't know the span over how many years. I think it's happened so far this season where we've had 7 quarterbacks throw for 50 plus passes. Teams are 1-6 so far this season when their quarterbacks throw for 50 passes or more. And again, I'd like to credit that information to ESPN.com and the Elias Sports Bureau. I just want people out there to know that I don't want you guys to think that I'm simply giving you that information because, hey, it's off the top of my head. I'm gonna give credit to that, to ESPN.com and the Elias Sports Bureau. The next episode is going to be the Week 3 recap of what happened in the National Football League. A lot of interesting stuff happened this weekend. More history was made, and I don't have time to give you more additional information than what I already gave. You consider this a bonus episode. History is made every day. Just remember that. This has been a bonus episode, but it's not really a bonus episode. It's just episode 17 of The Extra Point. I'm the Relentless Rebel. Join me for the next episode again, like I said, as I recap week number 3 in the NFL. For now, I'll be seeing you guys down the road.